Hey everybody, this is Dr. Dain Heer. Many years ago, I started this thing that I call ESC, Energetic Synthesis of Communion. Now, I love the description of that, ESC, because people have no idea what it is. But basically, what it is your connection with not only the planet, but everybody else around the world that is choosing more consciousness, desiring more consciousness, that can contribute to you, that you can receive from, and that you can be a gift for. See, we often don't recognize that our energy is a contribution to anything. We don't realize that us being us is something that gifts everybody else on the planet something different to choose. And what happens is you start to realize and you start to open up to the energy of the connection we all have. It's the reason there's communion in the word. Communion is actually the space of being that we are. When we're connected to everything, including the earth, including the people around us, when we don't have to judge, when we don't have to make wrong, when we don't have to separate anymore. And what would it be like if you could walk around this world not having to separate from anyone or anything, not having to judge anyone or anything, not having to judge you, and being able to simply walk with a sense of space, knowing that you are oneness and part of everything that exists. Those of you choosing more consciousness on the planet actually become a tuning fork of possibilities. What's a tuning fork? Well, when you hit one tuning fork and you hold it up next to another tuning fork, the one that wasn't moving starts to move exactly like the first one did. And it's this really amazing thing where this thing here that's like, hi, possibilities, possibilities, can stand next to this thing going, I don't know what's going on. And then they start vibrating together. During this ESC, what you start to get is the awareness of the resonance of you being a tuning fork of possibilities and for possibilities for all of us. And what starts to happen is when you end that separation between you and others, when you end that separation between you and the earth, this gift that you are of being this tuning fork of possibilities starts to become available to you, starts to become something that you embody without even thinking about. You just are. And I don't know about you, but for me personally, that's all I've ever really wanted my whole life, is to be this tuning fork of possibilities and see people light up and have them get the possibilities that they have available and choose and create something far greater. Consider yourself invited to this experience, this exploration called the Energetic Synthesis of Communion, or ESC for short. I look forward to having you there.